Ready.
Questions.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Al, for a defense that has been maligned pretty much ever since you guys got here, to hold that team to 10 points and 250 or whatever a yard, or whatever it was, just what's that say about?
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the statement. You know, I think we were 18 in scoring defense our first year, and then obviously encountered a lot. Okay, and I think for 4 games this year, we played pretty good defense. 1 game, unacceptable, clearly. Starting with me, and as I just told them, Tim, you know, we were accountable from the top down. We had good leadership all week, and they were determined not to let the season go that way. So, you know, obviously, they grew up a lot today. They played hard, and they had resiliency. We put them in a lot of tough situations, given the offense's inability to convert on 3rd down and the turnovers. Proud of them.
And the 4th down call, was there ever any thought, I mean, in that situation with the wind blowing and the rain blowing the way it was, did you know you'd have to go for it?
I didn't think we could put it down. So I actually communicated that before the 3rd down play to James, so we could have 2 shots at it. It happens to be a play we work on Thursdays, and the kid made a great throw, and obviously a great throw and catch there, good protection, and you know, it's just a calculated risk, to be honest with you. You got to have a little good fortune on it, but I didn't think the probability of getting a field goal down there with the wind and the rain and the way the ball was, how wet the ball was, I thought that was the right call, so we got fortunate there.
Al, the defense looked more aggressive tonight. It looked like they played with more energy. Matter of fact, the whole sideline looked like they had more energy. Was that the message coming into this week?
Well, it is, you know, because you know, we're trying to improve, and you know, I want them to enjoy it. You know, I want them to play with energy. I want them to have fun, and you know, like I said, we put them in some tough positions, and even at the end there, after the 2 sudden changes, they came out and had a great look, and they just went about their business. So. As I said to them in the locker room, we didn't really put anything new in. We played hard. I thought we tackled better, and then as the game wore on, we got to the quarterback better, which said something about our conditioning. I was not satisfied with that early in the game, but I thought we tackled better, and obviously we broke up the ball. We must have ended up with a good number of pass breakers. 10. Yeah, I was going to say double digit.
Yeah, without invading privacy too much, can you talk a little bit about what you went through this week?
Well, it was just a tough deal. I'm not going to get into too much, but my wife went in the hospital 5 a.m. on Saturday of the Nebraska game and had some issues. And we were fortunate that it had a good ending, but it was a tough week, and she was released Thursday afternoon. So other than that, Gary, I think we'll leave it at that. But it was a tough week, and I appreciate the team and the coaches. Had to really lean on them, and they responded really well. I appreciate it.
And how much did you personally get into the trenches this week with the defense in the film room and schematically? And
oh, again, Gary, I mean, we didn't change too much schematically. We executed better. We tackled better. We made them pay when we ran our pressures and our movements. So, you know, from that standpoint, we went back to work. I think everybody looked at the things that we need to do. First and second down efficiency, 3rd down efficiency. Obviously, 3rd down for us on defense was, you know, markedly better. I mean, I don't even know if you could use that word. I mean, it's dramatically better than anything we saw last week, and that helped them get off the field. So, again, my hat's off to the defensive staff, the leadership, and all those guys to rally. And the challenge, Gary, to answer your question was, you know, who are we? Are we the 3-game defense or the 1-game defense? And I think we've added now the 4th game, 4 versus 1, and we're going to have a great challenge coming up this week, obviously.
How many 7 different receivers touched the ball in the first 7 minutes plus Duke?
Yeah.
Of course, how important was that just to, you know, keep their defense guessing as to what was going on?
Yeah, it was good, but we didn't keep it going, and 3rd down hurt us. Certainly there, we got out of rhythm. Again, we got to look at it. You know, we didn't look like we had a rhythm in the 2nd quarter. Again, give them credit. They're a mature team. They're obviously had a lot of success now in terms of winning, and they don't beat themselves. And between our penalties and turnovers, we were fortunate. But it was good to get off to a good start. And I think Brad, you know, that's good that he got off to a good start. And I guess he ended up finishing pretty well too. But in the 2nd quarter, it wasn't as good.
Now, can you just explain that play to Joe there in the 4th quarter, how that worked out, touchdown?
Which one?
Brad to Joe, the touchdown.
Again, Joe just finished the play, to be honest with you. So Joe wasn't necessarily the first guy in the progression. In fact, I think he was the last guy in the progression, but he finished the route. And then Brad kept himself alive and had his eyes down the field. And so that was a big play there. And it was just an effort play, to be honest with you. He did finish the route and got behind him. So Joe had a heck of a game.
How just the status of your two right tackles? We saw both of them leave.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Maybe we'll have a better idea by 4:30 tomorrow. We're going to MRI them both, and we'll be praying that both of them are healthy and ready to go next week.
Al, it looks like Stacey Coley, to the layman's eye, looks a little bit off. Is it still something he's dealing with the shoulder,
No.
or is it just? No?
He had to drop, right? I mean, because I couldn't really see it.
Yeah, but also on returns, he's looking a little timid there.
Yeah, got to get him to hit it better on returns. I think that's a fair criticism. It's something that we're coaching, to him to be aggressive there and just trust it. Again, I'm asking because sometimes I can't see the replay. Did he drop? It wasn't dropped.
Yeah.
Right through his hands.
So again, that was unfortunate for him, but he'll bounce back. That would have been a big play right there. I think we had 10 at that point, so I had a chance to get 17 on him quick. But again, Stacey's going to be fine. He was hampered a couple weeks ago. Played a little bit more last week, a little bit more this week. He'll be ready to go this week for 10.
Al, can you talk a little about Duke and just maybe the tone he said? We heard that he was like demanding the ball on the sideline to get me the ball. Just that.
No, it's good. That's what we need from him. And again, I don't know what his average was, probably around 6, but it just seemed like he was getting 5 or 6 every time. And I was waiting for the big one to pop. He had a little bit of a sprain, a little bit of an ankle. I think he'll be fine. I don't know how much that affected him, but he did it early in the game and kept fighting through it. So proud of him. He's had a great look. 170 or 180 yards last week, 160 this week, maybe more than that with the receiving. I think he had a couple out of the backfield anyway. So anyway, he's putting together good weeks for us.
The offensive line seemed to protect Brad pretty well. This was the unit that obviously against Louisville didn't really bring its A game. What do you see from them so far? And kind of the way that they've come along?
Well, I think they've grown up a lot since Louisville. Played a lot better. Again, as I said after the Louisville game, it wasn't a function of, it was just a lot of guys just trying to make a play or trying to do too much and not settle in and doing their job. And I think right now they're doing their job. They're getting great leadership from Shane and John. I think Eric is playing really well. Danny's improved. Taylor's been playing well. Casey was in the rotation, and then Linder came in and did a really nice job. So pleased with his effort tonight.
Last question. There was a report that Hunter Wells was suspended for failing a drug test. Do you expect him back next week?
I do.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.